Here are 5 lesser-known facts about vampires that may surprise you. Number 1. Vampires in ancient civilizations. The concept of vampires is not limited to European folklore. In ancient Mesopotamia, the Eskimo and Lamashtu were believed to be spirits that could drain life force from the living, similar to the modern idea of vampires. These spirits were feared for their ability to curse the living and cause death by sucking out energy or blood. Number 2. The vampire panic in early modern Europe. The vampire hysteria of the 18th century led to a number of public vampire executions. In Eastern Europe, bodies thought to be vampires were disinterred, staked through the heart, or burned. These rituals were often performed after a series of deaths were attributed to supposed vampirism, even though many deaths were likely due to plague or other illnesses. Number 3. Vampires and the Black Death. Some researchers suggest that vampire folklore may have originated as a response to the Black Death in Europe. In some regions, when people died suddenly from the plague, they were sometimes thought to be undead due to the rapid decomposition of bodies, which could result in blood being expelled from the corpse's mouth, leading to the association with vampirism. Number 4. Vampires' reflection and shadows. The popular myth that vampires cannot cast reflections or have no shadows is likely rooted in religious symbolism. Some scholars believe these traits symbolize a vampire's lack of soul. In Christianity, the soul is often associated with the image or shadow, so vampires, being soulless creatures, were thought to lack these qualities. And last, but not least, number 5. Vampires and symbiosis. A fascinating biological theory suggests that vampires could actually be a parasitic form of life that evolved to survive by draining life force or blood from other creatures, but with a twist. Rather than destroying their victims outright, a true vampire species could maintain a symbiotic relationship with its prey, keeping it alive to ensure a steady source of sustenance. This idea aligns with some interpretations of vampires in science fiction and horror, where creatures don't completely kill their victims, but instead keep them in a weakened, life-sustaining state. That's all for today's 5 rare facts. Stay safe or don't.